Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to day 5 of the $1 billion certification challenge. This is an exciting day because not only do we wrap up the presenting the offer part of the call and closing the sale, the holy grail of why we're doing this, and actually get to help people, because when we close a sale, guys, guess what? We're not just making a commission for ourselves, that comes afterwards, but we're actually helping people first. Okay. And that's what I'd like you all to remember and take away. It's very important because the more we are in the mindset of helping people first, the more we will feel good about ourselves, number one, right? Number two, actually making a difference in the world. It feels good, right? And then you get paid. We're helping people first. We're problem solvers. We help people, okay? So everything I'm teaching you here over these 5 days, I'd like you all to use it with a good frame of mind, positive frame of mind to help people first. Right, so day 5. Today, we will be exploring the final steps, the holy grail, the closing of the sale. Yeah. So we're in my $200 million system, we have 10 steps. We are now on the final 3, the presenting the investment, okay, the one call close, advancing the sale, okay. Actually, the steps are presenting the investment, the agreement close, and then the advancing the sale, be it a one call close or advancing the sale. Okay, I'll clear this up in a second. Okay, so today we will be discussing, and who'd like to see, by the way, who would like to see a one call close live today, like a recording of a one call close, a recording of the steps that we take at the beginning. It has been edited because it's quite a long call at beginning and at the end. Okay, how we one call close. Who'd like to see that, guys? Let me know in the chats. Would you like to see? Is that exciting? Because you can see for yourself that each step of this system working into a one call close. And remember, a one call close is when somebody comes onto a call for the first time with a closer, okay, and pays on that call. Okay, the same call. So you've just met someone, and after an hour or an hour and 20, in this case, it was actually 2 hours, this call. After an hour or even up to 2 hours, somebody's handing over $5,000, $6,000, $10,000. Okay, why do you think that is? On the chats, guys, why do you think somebody would come onto a call and after an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, be handing over credit card details? Trust. Absolutely, Alison Barnes. Like a ninja, as always. Absolutely right, Alison. Trust. They trust you. And that and what you have to offer and the company you work with. 3 things. They have to trust you, the company, and the offer, right? All boxes ticked, which we do in our in our process, right? We cover all the boxes, don't we? We bring up the objections, don't we? We cover everything before we go into the close. So doing that with deep trust rapport from the beginning, that's how you activate a one call close. Okay. So what we got in this is the 16 modules. So the 10 steps that we've spoken about here. Okay, those 10 steps, deeper dived video training into each single step. Remember, mastery comes with repetition. And if you master these 10 steps, you've got the process to unlock any high ticket sale. Okay, so that's coming up today. I bet you're all excited for that one. I am. Rules for winning, you know this already, guys. You must show up every day, interact on the chats. We reward hard work, so meritocracy. People who interact the most will be in the shortlist. Now, I've said this a lot of times. Repetition is the mother of all mastery. Okay, that's in any subject, any skill set that you want to partake upon. Now, this is a skill set, okay, and it's very learnable. And if you're going to pick a skill set to learn, doesn't it make sense to pick a skill set that's going to let you achieve financial, location, time, the most important one, time freedom to do the things you want to do. Doesn't it make sense to get good at something, like mastery, add a skill that's going to benefit your life the most? Let me hear on the chat. Doesn't it make sense to invest your time, energy, money, whatever, into getting good at something that's going to change your life, right? That's going to immediately impact on you, right? Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about 3 years in a university to start to learn this, with the right mentor, right? With the right guidance, with the right leads, with the right support and community, you can achieve this and very quickly. 10 steps, for a university degree is 3 years, right? 10 steps, guys. You've got to master this stuff. You've got to get good at it. You've got to immerse yourself in it. Not many people do in this industry. Seriously, I've worked many years, all my life in this industry, and not many people invest in their training. So you guys, once you finish this training, will be head and shoulders above any other closer out there with the same experience. Even people with lots of years of experience, you can overtake them with a mentor, with guidance. You don't have to spend those 10 years. How does that sound to you guys, right? Does that sound cool? Investing in a skill that is going to change your life immediately, impact on you immediately, and not just financially, communication skills, social skills, right? How to interact with humans. That's what fascinated me about sales and the psychology of selling. That's why I got pretty much hooked on reading those books, because every book you take away a little nugget, and there's a running theme throughout all those psychology books. Okay, there are few laws, if you like, that run true, and immersing yourself in mastery is one of them. If you look at anyone that's successful out there, anyone, they've immersed themselves in mastery. Okay, so remember that, guys. Embark on this journey. Right, let's recap on the last 4 days. Repetition, the brother and the mother of all mastery. So let's go through what we've learned, guys. Pens and paper. Unconscious rapport. Who remembers this one? Unconscious rapport. Yes, Denise. Unconscious rapport. This is where we say, how's London treating you? How's Florida treating you? Remember when we paused yesterday? Every time the client's beaming, right? Where are you calling from, Mr. Customer? Florida. Florida, how's Florida treating you today? Every time, even when it was raining, even when it was raining outside, they'd still be beaming because you've honored them, right? Step number 1, unconscious rapport. Step number 2, ask permission to jump right into the call. Why do we do this? Clients want us to be professional. We don't want to be spending time on small talk here, and we're asking very elegantly, can we jump right back into the call? Is it okay with you to jump straight into the call? We want to be super respectful of our time. Is it okay to jump right into the call? The client says yes, right? It's another yes. And it shows your professionalism, okay? Super important that we get these 3 steps right, okay? Makes sense, guys? Now, question. What's the 3rd step? Everybody on the chats. What's the 3rd step? Let's see if Alison Barnes is the first one up again. Oh, Denise beat you to it. And Naylor, opening statement. Denise, spot on. Building rapport, Naylor, always. But the 3rd step on this, the 3rd step in this process is, as you guys are saying, Alison, in 5th place, 3rd place this time, building rapport. Sorry, building rapport. So opening statement, right? This builds the rapport. These 3 steps build a rapport. Opening statement, okay? Do you remember this part? What is our outcome? What is the closer's outcome for delivering an opening statement? On the chats, please, guys. Let me see if you got this. What is our outcome? Yes, we want to qualify as next but there's the reason why we're delivering the opening statement. What are we wanting to achieve? Yes, credibility, Denise. Absolutely. Qualify comes in a minute. Qualification comes in a second, guys. The opening statement. What's the purpose of the opening statement? Okay, it's to guide the client. This is what's going to happen next. But underlying what we're doing is we're building that credibility with as a professional on this call. We are building our credibility and positioning ourselves as the professional on this call. Remember Elaine on day 2 or day 3? Remember Elaine? She's very nice, quite meek, milk and cookies. And then opening statement, bang, professional. Okay. So we look and feel professional to the client. Opening statement. Okie dokie, guys. So these 3 steps allow us to qualify, right? Remember in the videos yesterday, as soon as we delivered the first question or the second question in qualification, we've done the first 3 steps correctly, the client totally opens up. Do you remember that yesterday, guys? Client totally opens up, and that's where we want them to be, the qualification, opening up and sharing intimate details with us. Super important. I'm glad you guys are remembering this. It's good to recap and go over the same things. And in our trainings, rock stars, VIPs, everybody, in our trainings, we will be going through these steps layer by layer until you're unconsciously competent at doing each step professionally. And what I mean by that is, remember when you first rode a bike or drove a car? It's all fingers and thumbs, and you're wobbling, and you got to turn left, and that's conscious incompetence. Okay, you're incompetent at something when you start it. Everyone is. With repetition, you start becoming unconsciously competent. Okay, and that comes with repetition. So at first, it's going to be awkward. You're going to be like this. You're going to be, oh, but then you're going to get better and better. By the time you go live, okay, or start a campaign, you guys will be doing front wheelies, handbrake turns, okay, because you're unconsciously competent. Okay, makes sense, everyone? You only become us if you're willing to practice every week, Stella, every day, every week, every opportunity. I encourage all of my closers to become 1% better each day. It compounds. Even if you just read an article on sales or a few pages of your sales book, watch back some calls of your colleagues, all of this stuff is available so you can get some nuggets from them, absolute mastery. Because once you do that, once you're, riding the bike, driving the car unconsciously, you just jump on a call, take the call, right? You're ready and you are efficient. In that hour and a half, you can make, like in these guys, one call closes, $500, $600, $700, and at least I want you all to be 1 in 4, 1 in 5. So 5 calls attended, 1 call closed. Okay. But we'll get onto that when we go on the lives. Right. Number 5, blocking the main objections. Who remembers this one? Blocking the main objections. Why do we do this? In the chats, please. Why do we do this? Pain is more motivating than gain. Absolutely. Why we block the main objections? That's what they are, Stella. Absolutely right. Money, time, and business partners. We bring them up first. We bring them up first. So the client can't bring them up later. Yeah? Okay. Excellent stuff, guys. I feel that you have taken in quite a lot over these past 4 days. I'm super proud of you all. Well done. Excellent, all of you. Number 6, presenting the offer.